Hey, Kevin.
Oh, hi.
It's been a while since our last recording, right?
I hardly remember who you are.
We were in Alaska.
Oh, my goodness.
And the podcast was the last thing in my mind, to be honest with you. It was so beautiful there. I loved it.
If you get an opportunity to go to Alaska, you do it.
You have to do it. You have to go.
I don't even like nature, and I liked it.
You didn't like nature?
No.
You like bears?
I do. From afar.
I like otters.
Animated bears or like audio animatronic bears, mostly.
Or like the Haribo.
Haribo gummy bears. You know I love them.
Oh my God. I like otters. We saw otters on the trip too.
We did. They were holding hands and floating.
They were floating, holding hands with little babies in their chests. I loved it.
That's what they do. It was like living in a National Geographic documentary.
It almost looked fake, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Paintings. With the majestic mountains in the background and the rolling hills. It was like the fucking Sound of Music. It was crazy.
Yeah. But, Sound of Music was not in Alaska.
It was the same background.
Maria did not get mauled by a bear in the second act.
Oh my God. You get my point. Rolling hills and mountains, Kevin. Oh my God.
So a beer.
Well, first of all, hello everybody. This is Terrifyingly Beautiful.
Oh yes, right. We're doing something.
I'm Dave Roberts.
I'm Kevin O'Connell.
Yes, I think people know the voices now.
I think so.
We probably don't have to introduce ourselves anymore.
No, we have to. What if this is their first time listening?
I was at
a party.
What's your fucking problem? You were actually there yesterday, and someone's like, "Wait, I know that voice." And
yeah,
I know. So funny. I'm like,
well, I don't introduce you as David from the podcast like you do other things.
You should actually.
Oh, okay.
But I should start saying like, "Oh my God," out in public.
That'll clue everyone right in. So if this is your first time listening, this podcast is about
How can it possibly be the first time listening?
Maybe a friend just told them.
Start the first episode.
Yeah, stop listening and go back. But if you don't do that, then this podcast is about anxiety.
And welcome.
And how to deal with it and be an adult.
Or not deal with it, just have fun with it.
Yeah. Well, no, deal with it.
We've actually had some great listener responses, recently. I know we keep saying that, but we had a couple in the last week that were really just touching.
Yeah, I almost cried.
Yeah, I know. It was nuts.
I never cry.
Yeah. Anyways.
So that's a perfect segue. If you'd like to send us your story of anxiety or like a fun story about something, we have an email address, which is terrifyinglybeautiful@gmail.com.
I can't believe you remember that from all this time.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, don't call on me. We have a website, terrifyinglybeautiful.com, and we're on the social medias.
Yeah, Instagram and Twitter at terrifyinglyb.
And Kevin's in charge of that, and he posts some really funny pictures.
Yes, just not as frequent because I have a real job, and
oh my God,
I'm over the age of 35, not a millennial.
Then what explained you having a conversation with my 7-year-old niece and nephew about their YouTube?
That's my audience. That's what I feel.
And they're like,
on the inside.
"Why?" And then it was hilarious. I think like my niece or nephew said, "Do you know that people as old as 23 watch the show on YouTube?"
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Gotta go a little bit older than that.
Yeah. Maybe that means your nieces think I look like I'm under 23.
No, I doubt it. They just don't.
Your little niece,
get
Helen
age.
Keller.
They just don't get age yet.
So let's kick it off with what caused you anxiety this week.
Oh, this is easy for me. This fucking eclipse. Oh my God.
Oh,
so we're actually recording on Monday afternoon. So the eclipse is over for us here on the East Coast.
Yeah. Did it even start? I mean,
no, it was anticlimactic for us. We're in the Northeast, so we're not anywhere near with the path of totality.
Who knows?
Wasn't that a chapter of the Game of Thrones?
I was like, it's the fucking sun. Can't we see it from everywhere?
That's my whole complaint. I'm like, I don't understand what the big deal is about the eclipse. It's like the fucking sun goes down every single night, right? So it's like, it's called nighttime. The only difference is that the Earth's blocking the sunlight, not the moon. So
it's like an Earth.
We don't have to have like
nighttime
cupcakes in honor of the eclipse and naming your firstborn child after it. It's like
what
it happens
would you name
every
the child?
I don't know, Eclipse?
Eclipse?
Yeah.
Or just Clips? Isn't he a rapper?
Bonnie Tyler.
There you go.
Oh, I saw her on NBC today, this morning. She's on some cruise ship, I guess.
Oh, what did they defrost her? She's just waiting.
Looks stunning.
Does she?
I was actually impressed. I was like, what? Okay, Bonnie.
Oh.
She's not like, she's not old, but she's not like 20.
I love a Bonnie. Bonnie Raitt.
Oh.
Bonnie Hunt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bonnie, who's the Bonnie who sang,
Bonnie Raitt.
I can't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's give him something to talk about.
Yeah. No, the other song's better. I can't make you love me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Everyone covers that shit.
When it's sung well, it's beautiful.
Yeah. You just did an okay job.
No, I can't sing.
No.
Don't tell Pete that.
My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean.
What?
That's like an old, song.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's all I got.
That's all I got, too. I'll just go with the Bonnie.
You what?
I went to school with a Bonnie.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that like a nickname?
No, it's her name, Bonnie.
It doesn't stand like it sounds like Ronnie is short for Ronald.
Bonita?
So, or is it Bonald?
Bonald?
Like Ronnie Ronald, Bonnie Bonald.
What would you? No. Oh, maybe. No, I can't mention that. Bonald? No.
I actually grew up on Barnold Street. That's a fact. Yeah.
Oh God, this is the house with the embalming tank in the basement.
No, that was the house we moved to later.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what? Yeah. And also, I want to talk about the fucking Eclipse glasses. Like, how many people do you think went blind from this Eclipse? Because the ones that they like get from
how do you
NASA,
know they're legit?
Well, they look like the 3D goggles that you could like get out of a magazine.
It's the goggles they wore when they were testing the atomic bomb, right? So it's like, but how much does this cost?
I don't know. They looked pretty cheap.
Rip off, whatever.
Or you could like cut holes out of a cereal box and put some tinfoil in it.
They were selling those glasses at 7-Eleven, by the way. How legit is that?
Okay.
Oh my God, don't.
Like the people at the 7-Eleven even understand what an Eclipse is.
Well, okay, so there's two things that stressed me out about the Eclipse. One was all the hype about it. I didn't really get it, and it's so stupid. But the second thing was like I actually was starting to feel like I was going blind today. Because I was like,
Did you even look at it?
It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't even like anywhere near the time the eclipse was happening. But I was like, David, don't look at the eclipse. You're going to be tempted. I don't have the glasses. I don't have time to cut that stupid little fucking cereal box thing out.
That is a cool way to go blind.
No, it's not.
No, it's like a badass way to go blind, right? Like
burn your retina. Awesome. That's a great way to go blind.
I mean, it's better than like I fell on a nail.
I can't. The whole afternoon, I was like, "Am I seeing spots? My vision is blurred." Even the way over here, I was like, "I can't really see on my left eye."
There's been 6 eclipses today. I've seen them all.
It beats like it hasn't even gotten dark yet. Calm down.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know, that just made me totally forget what my thing was for this week.
See that you're welcome.
I know.
I'll just take all the worry on for the world here.
Yeah, I really honestly can't think of it.
Was it travel? Was it?
No, it wasn't. It was okay. It was from. We were out at a party at your house, and it was being sunburnt.
Oh God, I know.
I wish that there was like a better indicator of like, okay, now you've had enough sun. Because I don't feel like I'm burning, and then I have this terrible like redneck tan.
Weird farmer's tan.
Farmer's tan, yeah.
You don't tan, do you? You just kind of burn.
No, I tan really well. Yeah, I can get like brown as a berry.
I'm brown right now. Oh my God, I got so much sun this past weekend.
But I don't know. Getting like sunburn stresses me out, and I like putting on sunscreen, but I also like don't want to be like crazy about it, putting it on every 30 seconds.
I sprayed the shit out of myself that whole day. I was like dying. That's probably why I lost the games, by the way. So the party is like a whole like Olympics games we throw every year. We're very competitive, and I haven't won in a couple of years. It's been completely annoying. But
I didn't win either, so you know.
I blame the sun spray.
Yeah,
so my fingers are all sticky.
God damn, both of them are sun related.
That's right.
Yeah.
What does the sun have to do with the eclipse?
The sun's so annoying. Enough already.
Well, I mean, I always go to the dermatologist once a year because I'm like convinced I have skin cancer like every day of the year. So it's so weird. But
did they have like a map of your body that has like the moles on it?
I don't know what he does. He puts these glasses on. He kind of, I have to get naked, and he checks my whole body. I go, I don't think I'm gonna have skin cancer. Like below my
that sounds really sketchy.
Fishy? I thought so too. I go, my balls have not seen the sun in like.
Is it like a red blinking light on those special? What do the special glasses do?
Maybe he's able to see, like Eclipse glasses. Able to see like I don't know, like. I don't know, he made me see like changes in pigmentation or something, but he wears these weird glasses and he checks the whole body over and he lectures me. He's like, "You're way too dark." I go, "I'm sorry, but I am an outdoor person. What the fuck you want me to do? Wear a bonnet?"
Yeah, George Hamilton's doing just fine.
George, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the worst comparison.
He's always tan.
Yeah, but he looks like a leather belt.
Yeah, he does. Like a moccasin.
Oh God, like the lady from Something About Mary, the aunt.
Oh, Magda. Man, I gotta revisit that movie.
We've all seen that lady on the beach, though, haven't we?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, oh honey, no.
Should we give a little preview of our upcoming venture? We're gonna be guests on another podcast.
I know we are. So a very, very, very nice group of people reached out to us a couple of weeks back before our vacation to Alaska and said, "Hey, we got turned on to your podcast at one of our hosts."
They got turned on from our podcast?
Well, hopefully that.
Hi.
Anxiety gets me so horny. No, you got turned on to our podcast by one of his co-hosts, and her name's Karen, and they do a podcast about running, but a very humorous, very similar style and format to ours. They crack open some beers and they just talk about running and they have fun with it. They had a whole episode on running and anxiety, which I absolutely loved. And they said, would you like to be guest podcasters? And like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Right after this episode, we're going to record that one.
Yay. So check it out. So it is the Team Shenanigans podcast.
That's right. I love it.
Should have probably led off with the name of the podcast.
I can't spell it, but I'll say it. Team Shenanigans podcast. It's great.
If you look it up.
Yeah. And we'll do some links on social media to them too.
Yes. Well. And we also do owe a fan a shout out from the last shopping episode because you fucked up her name.
She's going to send me like a box of bees. Tiffany.
Yes.
From Maryland. Oh my
God. Apologize.
She's been such a sweetheart. I know. I kind of skipped over the name and I'm so sorry. But she is absolutely deserving of a shout out. She's been a huge supporter of the podcast and she has given us a ton of accolades and PR on her own blog and
one of a handful of people who've told us that they've been inspired to start their own blog from us talking about this.
It's great.
It's
amazing.
Honestly, if nothing else comes from this, I feel like, you know, helping the Tiffany's and the Liz's of the world who we talk to all the time through doing this,
and Melissa.
Yeah, I just love it, and it's really what our intention was. Even someone came up to me the other day and it was your sister, and told me a story of a younger guy has crippling anxiety, and they said, hey, why don't you listen to this? And he's actually says it's helping him. Because he's like, well, these guys sound like they're pretty well-adjusted individuals. We can never let him meet us, though.
I know, the poor thing.
Yeah, he'll find out. Oh boy. But
yeah, I mean, again, this is the whole purpose this is the whole intention behind the podcast, right? So
yeah, guess what? You guys are anxious and you're normal.
Yes. And actually, Tiffany sent a picture of her family. Her family's so beautiful, and it was so touching. And I love those personal, affects and stuff. So
do we want to talk? And I know we have a topic to talk about. But do we want to talk really quick about like what's happening in the world? I feel like we need to comment on it with like everything that happened in Charlottesville. And do we need to say something about it, or do we not?
You can. I don't know how we're going to be able to weave humor into that. It's a super serious topic.
I don't know that we need to. It's just like, be nice to one another. Isn't that it? And if someone has an opinion from you that differs, that's fine. But if that opinion is hateful, reject it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about free speech. I'm all about, diversity of perspective and opinion and experience. But when your perspective or your opinion in any way incites harm against somebody else or restrict somebody else's freedom, then I just think it's not appropriate. That's just my personal belief.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And I mean, I hate to get serious here on this, but it's actually making me anxious. I feel like our country's going backwards, I feel like I'm living in the 1960s or 50s again, where people are proud of their hate and it drives me crazy.
Well, I mean, so part of what I've been reflecting on as I, think about what, the last couple of weeks, whenever a group feels as though they are losing control and power. I see it in the job I have, right, as an internal consultant, and a coach to executives. When executives, I think, feel like losing power, they act out in very strange ways, and sometimes they're very harmful, toxic ways, right? So I think the same could be said about groups of people in a culture or society. When they begin to feel as though that their way of life is being eroded or being jeopardized or threatened, they're going to act out in very typical ways, and those things can actually manifest themselves in very violent and destructive ways too. That's not a defense of that. It's just my sort of explanation in my head about why this is happening.
But for those of you who are feeling anxious about it, or are worried like where we are, or feel like you need to lock yourself in your house because you're afraid of like hate groups and stuff, you need to understand this. That is getting a lot of news and media coverage, but I promise you that is not the norm, and that is not America. Even though it's shoved down our throats because it's really popular on CNN and Fox News to show all that stuff, I promise you there are people out there like you guys listening to this and us doing this who really feel like positive about the world and will embrace anybody.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have talked about this before on previous episodes. I mean, you have to create your own reality, right? So, even if you are experiencing some form of hatred or discrimination, seek out people who actually will support you. I mean, Pete and I talk about this all the time, about how have you lasted 23 years? Well, we surround ourselves with people who actually support us and who have our best interests in mind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, weed out those who actually have ulterior motives, or who want to cause you harm, right? So I have no patience for that at all.
Yeah.
But we do have some control over creating and fostering a community around us of those who actually care about us and are championing us,
like attracts like,
advocating us, right? So, and so that would be my advice is to seek those people out and hold on to them. Right?
Yeah,
so,
and I think I gave this advice to some listener who was talking about this, which is we need to refocus our attention to the real enemy, which is bees and spiders.
That's right. I'm going to say more spiders than bees, although
we are all united as a people about our hatred of those things.
I had an encounter with a bee this morning. So Pete put a garden in the yard. I don't know why we don't eat in ever, and I haven't eaten a vegetable in like 16 weeks.
No, but garden is a neon sign that says "Welcome, bugs."
Well, so it's a really thick garden too, and the tomato trees are like 8 feet high, and they're so thick you have to kind of reach your face in order to pick the tomatoes.
What?
And I kind of reached in. I was trying to pick a couple of ripe tomatoes, and my nose was it was cupped by a flower bud, on one of the cucumber bushes, and the fucking huge bee in it. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Did you just put some kerosene on the garden?
I swore so loud. I'm sure I woke up all the neighbors early in the morning when I got up this morning, but I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, but that's too. And why the bees up that early?
I don't know what their schedule is for the day.
Well, I was thinking like 10 to 2 or something, during the hottest parts of the day.
They have like banker's hours. All right, we're not getting back on bees because, yeah. But I do want to talk about another horror of the world.
Oh God,
that is a fear that 75% of the U.S. population.
Oh, is your topic?
This is my big topic of the day.
Finally.
Yes, and that is the dentist.
Oh. Yes. I can help you with this. I actually love going to the dentist.
Okay. Well, I fucking hate the dentist.
I hate the dentist receptionists, but I love going to the dentist.
Oh, they always have the nastiest, surliest attitudes.
Oh my God.
But I'm sure it's because of all the assholes like me coming in with just like hatred for everything that happens under their roof.
Kevin, you won't believe what happened to me this past week.
What?
I got carded for a drink.
What?
Yes, I'm 47.
Were you at that restaurant with the blind waiters?
I'm 47. I ordered a cocktail, and the waitress was like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to see your ID. And I was like, wow.
Well, we do look a lot younger than we are.
I agree.
I mean, I get all the time people are like, you're 38. I'm like, yeah. Bitches, no kids, high five.
38?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I get that all the time too. It's like, I would never have guessed that. So, but why is that?
I don't go in the sun a lot, and I moisturize.
I moisturize every day.
Yep, and I get that shit at 1ambeauty.com.
Well, of course you do. Why would you go for that?
Well, obviously, because we get a 25% discount, and so can our listeners by using the promo code BEAUTIFUL.
I have done that, actually. And it's legit, and all the merchandise on their website, which is amazing.
I know. You can go on there and find something new every time.
I told you. Eye masks, face masks, moisturizers, toners, exfoliants.
I have an exfoliating cleanser from them right now that I use like every day. And
it's like
the Pharmaceuticals brand. It looks so good.
So good.
And it smells really good too.
I know. I use these. They're called Red Dragon's Blood eye masks.
That sounds very Game of Thronesy.
It's very Khaleesi.
Jeez. Well, it's working. So
exactly. So check it out. Yeah. 1ambeauty.com.
Go there. You'll
code.
Get carded. We promise you. We
promo code.
Beautiful.
25% off.
Yeah.
All right.
Check them out. Bye.
Bye.
So let me just give you a little overview of my thing with the dentist.
Okay.
So I, as a kid, had crooked top teeth and straight bottom teeth. And if you look at me right now, it's the opposite. I did have braces, and I fought with my, what is that guy? What do they call the people who give braces?
Orthodontist.
Orthodontist.
Yeah.
I fought with him all the time because he said, you need to brush better. And I was like, I am coming from school to this appointment. So I've had lunch all day long and I haven't had a chance to brush my teeth. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into that. He was an asshole, but I proved my point by brushing my teeth in the water fountain outside his office one day. And he was like, told you it's better. And I was like, fooled you, motherfucker. So Okay, so when I go to the dentist, and I do go regularly for cleanings because...
They're not doctors, by the way. Dentists and podiatrists are not actual doctors.
That's not true.
They're not medical doctors. They have
it's a specialty.
Doctorate degree.
Yeah.
No, look it up.
Well, the rug doctor isn't a doctor either.
Oh my God, Kevin.
Okay. Neither is Dr. Dre.
Or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Queen Latifah is not royalty. Okay. So when I go to the dentist thing to get cleanings, my hygienist has to tell me, and she's really nice, and we talk about Broadway shows and stuff, but she's like, you have to calm down. You're like, you have a death grip on the chair. And when I leave, my hand actually stays in a claw position when I leave because I get so tense in the chair.
Oh my God.
It's really, I don't breathe. She has to
what are
remind
you
me to
afraid
breathe.
of? Pain?
I just don't like the noises, the smells, the
Put
taste.
your earbuds in.
I don't know if that would be insulting.
Oh no. I put my earbuds in and I fall asleep at the dentist.
Well, the reason why I go for the cleanings is so that I don't have to go for the worst stuff, which is like the fillings, the fucking drill. I mean, it's 2017. Can we not invent one that doesn't sound like...
a drill?
Yeah, that's how you get a filling.
Well, oh my God, Kevin.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you...
He's right about brushing more often. A drill? You're an adult. You should not have a drill in your life.
They had to. They've had to in the past. You've never had a cavity?
Well, stop eating those Haribo.
No, I will not.
Gummy bears.
Okay. So, it's called odontophobia or dentophobia, but they say you should not say dental phobia because I know this is where it gets really weird.
Teeth?
Because that's actually people who have had like traumatic experiences at the dentist, or like a dentist messed up or took out the wrong tooth or something.
Gave them AIDS.
So, but they well, that would be really extreme.
It
has happened. But they're saying a lot of it is post-traumatic stress disorder from past stressful experiences at the dentist. That's not really a phobia, but it's estimated 75% of U.S. adults have it, and 5 to 10% of adults are considered to have extreme dental phobia. So I took a test this afternoon.
What?
Which is the dental phobia anxiety scale, and it's a 5.
It's not dental phobia.
Odontophobia. I know. I just made that point and repeated it.
See, I'm listening. You always get me not listening to you, but I'm listening.
Okay. Well, I might say it again. So sorry to anyone who actually is suffering from that. Okay, so I took the test online, and it's 5 questions. We'll have to post a link to it or something, but it's 5 questions that you answer, and then it rates your dental anxiety severity, and there's 4 things. It's like mild, moderate, severe, or like panic attack.
Are you doing it right now?
Yeah, no. Oh. I did it already because it's a bit wordy.
Okay.
But I got high.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you knew that, right? It just validated what you already thought.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. But they say that people get a cycle of avoidance, right? So they're really afraid of the dentist, so they don't go for their cleanings, which makes them have to go for worse dental care afterwards.
Of course. You know, the 2 things you absolutely have to take care of are your teeth and your feet, because most of your physical problems will start in your mouth or in your feet, right? So
yeah, I mean, I've gone to a lecture before, and it's this world-renowned like medical doctor, and she's had all of these, like every allocated doctor could have. I couldn't remember her fucking name if you put a gun to my head, but she did this whole lecture all day long about healthcare and what's so important. And she said at the end, out of the blue, if there's one thing I can tell you to do to better your life and make your life longer, is to floss.
Oh yeah, I love flossing.
And I was like, oh shit.
I floss just for fun. I love flossing.
I hate flossing.
I love it.
I hate it.
I love the dental tape though. I'm not a big fan of dental floss. You get the thick waxy tape. Oh, I just love that.
I'm always worried it's going to rip a tooth out.
No. Oh my God, Kevin.
I know.
Well, maybe your teeth, but
maybe I just don't like seeing my skeleton.
Oh my God.
It's the only part of your skeleton you can see.
True.
Yeah.
Well, flossing is relaxing to me. I love the way it makes my gums feel.
Do you do it every day?
I try to do it every day.
So
sometimes, sometimes when I'm just not in the mood, I won't do it. But I'm pretty good about it. Yeah.
Jesse does every morning. I do it infrequently. It's bad.
Do you bleed then when you floss?
No, not usually.
As you assign, you're not flossing enough if you bleed when you floss.
When I go to the dentist, I do bleed a little bit. I don't like that.
And they'll tell you like why you should be bleeding.
I know.
Flossing.
They always do say I have very healthy teeth, though. But I don't know. It's something about the mouth. Like you've gotten a cut in your mouth, right? And that like It hurts more. I know there's a lot of nerve endings and stuff there because of, taste buds.
Flossing should not hurt.
No, I'm saying like a cut or like a canker sore or something. Yeah. They hurt way more than most things in your body.
Canker sore hurts. Oh my. Oh yeah.
And a toothache. Have you ever had a toothache?
No.
Well, I actually haven't either, but people get like crazy from that and they need like narcotics. So I think that's why it's like ingrained in it. And also every media portrayal of a dentist makes them like the worst people ever.
Yeah, they're all kind of like bizarre and kind of sinister, or like loopy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well,
Dr. Giggles, that like horror movie where he was the killer dentist.
Wasn't Jennifer Aniston a dentist in one of her movies, like Mean Bosses or something? Or
Horrible Bosses? Yeah.
So, I actually have not had terrible experiences. When I was a kid, I hated the dentist. When you're a kid, I mean, every kid hates a dentist, but they used to put like the not Novocaine, they gave you the gas, whatever, the little mask with the gas.
Oh, they don't really do that anymore, right?
As a kid, they did.
Like a little shop of horrors.
And it kind of gave me double vision for a while. One time, and I was screaming so loud, my poor mother was like, "What's going on? I see her." I see double. It was freaking me out. And then, but now I enjoy it. I love the feeling after you get your teeth cleaned. It's like polished.
Oh, it's like so nice. But did your dentist have that little like treasure box, that like cardboard box that you could get a prize out of after you got your cleaning?
Where are you going to the dentist? Disney World?
Yes. No, my dentist had this like shitty like little cardboard box that looked like a pirate's treasure chest, and it was like the little things you get in 25-cent machines, but that was motivation for me to go.
Kevin.
I wanted those so bad.
Oh my god, no. No. I get a toothbrush and a floss kit usually.
Yeah, I get toothbrushes now, and they always ask me what color. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
The color's not important. It's the bristle strength. Soft.
Always.
Can you imagine a hard toothbrush? Oh my god, you have like gum disease.
A hard one?
Talk about seeing your skeleton.
Is it like those boot cleaners? You just gnash your gums against it.
Oh my god, it's like a grill cleaner. So, no, I actually love a dentist, and I usually fall asleep because my dental hygienist loves to talk. And now she wears a mask because, she talks so much. Ma'am, you're hovering over me. My mouth is like jacked open. Like, can you please put a mask in your mouth? Yeah, can you please? And she's chewing gum. Oh my god, don't. So
plus, I'm sure they're picking the gross stuff out of your teeth. It's got to not smell good.
So she wears goggles and a face mask now, which is great. But I usually like doze off. The only time I've ever flipped out as an adult at the dentist, it's the reason why I left him as a patient. The hygienist called in sick one day, and so he said, "I'll do your teeth cleaning for you." Ugh. And he used that fucking water pick thing.
I love that thing.
Oh no!
I love that thing.
I want the big metal scrapers. I want to hear.
Come on! No! Look at you're giving. I have anxiety over this.
That water pick thing actually made it seem like somebody was shocking me, and I was like, I said, I don't know why you waterboard for torture. Just fucking use that on the terrorist. They would admit to anything. That is the worst. It had to have been invented by a non-sexed guy, someone who's like sex deprived. This is the most unbelievable torture thing. Oh, of course you do. I hated that thing. I told the guy, I said, if I come back here and you pull this thing out, I will like lose my fucking mind.
Pull the water gun out.
No, something else.
No, I thought you meant like pull a tooth out.
No, the water pick thing. It was so stupid. He's like, I don't know why you're getting so worked up. It's actually more efficient and it's faster. I go, I don't care. I don't. It's not even water, just air. I go, no, it's not.
The part I don't like, and this is weird, like I don't mind the scrapey part. I actually don't like the gritty toothpaste when they polish your teeth at the end, where they like don't get in that little cup.
I love that.
I'm getting like a little gag reflex.
You can ask for other flavors, they have bubblegum, they have blueberry.
I know, but I feel like a little turd asking for that.
Oh, but you put your hand in the treasure chest afterwards?
Not anymore. So I did a little research as to what they believe the core root of dental,
no pun intended,
odontophobia is.
What is it?
This is going to be shocking to you as to why I have this.
White lab coats?
No. No. But that is part of the helping for
laying down?
Nope. It is the lack of control. Because you are in a very vulnerable position. So when we lay on our backs, it's considered like the most vulnerable position. Like a turtle on its back where you can't move, and you have someone's hands in your mouth, so you can't communicate. So it's
no.
That's what they believe.
Film me at my next cleaning. I'm in full control. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you spending so much time on that tooth? I'm telling you right now where the problem is. It's over on the bottom left-hand side, tooth number 16, whatever. And then she'll be like, okay.
You number your teeth?
They're all numbered. So everybody made fun of me because all my friends had horrible wisdom teeth problems and they had to get them pulled and medicated. I didn't even know it when my wisdom teeth came in. I didn't even know they came in. There was like no drama, there's no pain.
You still have them?
I don't know.
You would fucking know if they took them out.
Well, of course I didn't take them out. Why would they take them out? They came in fine.
What do you mean? You don't know if you still have them?
I don't know.
Did you swallow them?
Do they fall out?
No.
Of course I still have them because nothing happened with them. They came in beautifully.
That was an easy answer then.
And the reason why they came in, unbeknownst to anybody, no, I'm missing a tooth on my bottom teeth.
Oh.
And was born without a tooth there, so they just naturally kind of fell into place. There's room enough for them all. So
well, that's just evolution.
It was God's plan.
But something you said earlier is actually what they suggest for people who have severe odontophobia, which is
music.
Seek out a dentist that does things that are not like the traditional look of a dentist office, right? Like not the white room, the white coat, the smells and the sights. So they said they should really focus on trying to make it look like a more homey atmosphere, play music, and they suggested having one of those aroma diffusers in there to cover up the gross smells.
Don't. What's next? Floss with like lavender floss?
Hey, listen, we're doing a podcast about anxiety. You have to be nice about other people's ones that you don't experience.
So I have been to dentist offices where they have like puzzles on the ceiling. So when you're lying back, you get fixated on solving the puzzle because I'm very competitive and you forget where you are.
I would need them to switch it out all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Also, why don't they install TVs in the ceiling?
Thank you.
That's a brilliant idea.
They're cheap.
Yeah. Dental cleanings are not.
Well, they're free usually for you.
Not with your insurance. They pay an arm and a leg.
$60.
Your insurance pays a lot more, right?
No, it's $60.
Oh, well, go get a root canal and tell me how much that costs.
I don't.
Or go get braces.
I don't. No.
So obviously you can get like knocked out, but that's not good for you.
Who wants that? No.
Yeah, and they don't try to use the laughing gas anymore.
My partner Pete goes to a lady a friend of ours, and she uses the laughing gas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's not good. That's like not good for your brain.
Like it's not good for Pete.
Yeah. But they do suggest that dentists follow a look, see, do procedure, which is like you're going to tell the patients what you're doing as you're doing it every time. Mm-hmm. And then it works best if they have like a motion or something to let them know when you need them to stop and you need to take a break.
A safe word.
Well, usually your mouth is full. Yeah. You are sick, fuck. Yeah, but they say like raising a hand, which I equate to just smacking the dentist in the face.
Well, obviously shaking your hand wouldn't work because you'd be so scared anyway. So
yes, grab his balls if it's a boy doctor.
What if it's a girl doctor?
I don't know. What part do you grab on a girl to make her?
You're asking me.
I know.
No fucking
I don't know. Grab her
purse,
ovaries. I don't know. And then it's not widely in use, but there's this thing called the dental button, which is not a thing ladies have. But it is a button that a patient can hold while they're getting like drilled. Nope. While they're getting a cavity drilled.
It's like so not
I know.
Going well.
And then they can press it and it stops the drill.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah. But I guess it's expensive and not
so I did have to have some work done. So I had those like white fillings in, Yeah. And apparently the mercury ones last like 180 years, right? So you die with them.
Mercury.
They're mercury.
They're not mercury. That would be terrible.
Kevin, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm telling you right now, they're fucking mercury.
Not anymore, they're not. Not anymore, they're not.
I'm surprised I'm not dead. I'm getting dementia from it, probably. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why they can't be mercury.
I know this, but they're absolutely mercury. And but anyways,
I'm looking up.
I got the white ones.
Yeah, they're more expensive. You have to pay extra.
Composite or whatever, and they don't last as long. They last like 10 years, maybe. And so the dentist was drilling them out to replace them with the new ones.
Oh fuck! It is mercury.
See.
It is.
I'm a mouthful of like poison, and
you had that before. You got it.
Oh god! But Yeah, I just put my earbuds in and played music.
Holy shit, it's 50% mercury.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, I don't know how they can get away with this because they tell you don't ever throw a thermometer out. It has mercury. You're going to die. Don't eat too much tuna fish. You have, mercury. It's like...
Can your teeth tell the temperature? Like, I feel like it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm going to sue somebody. I can just feel like I'm going to sue somebody. I had no control of what I put in my mouth. It was a filling.
I guess you should really not swallow a filling then. Ugh, that's just made me sick.
Oh, God. Can you imagine a filling popped out? Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah. I'm sure that happens.
But would it hurt? Like, could you have your
it's just a hole in your tooth.
Exposed, though.
Yeah. Oh, cut. Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but I actually enjoy the dentist. I'm going actually in a couple of weeks for cleaning.
Yeah. Good for you. That's the only reason I go for the cleanings is so I don't have to go for more, like, worse stuff. If I have to have a root canal, you know what I do? And this is my little tip from me.
For root canals?
No, every time I go to the dentist, you have to, like, every 6 months, right? The cleanings. Yeah. So I know when they're coming.
I pay for one. I do for 3 a year. I pay for one on my own.
Oh, okay. Money bags. So I usually have something that I want that I won't buy because it's a little expensive.
Oh my God.
I buy it for myself after the dentist appointment.
Oh my God.
It's like a little prize. It's my new
video game store.
Usually.
Yeah. God.
Usually. We just played the PlayStation VR, we should really record you playing that because it's a hoot. That was one of my dental gifts.
Really?
Yeah.
If they had a dental office at a casino, I'd be there every day getting teeth cleaning. Just like hitting the go button every
cavity toothbrush.
Oh my God. It's amazing I saw any of the Alaska scenery. I was in the casino on the ship the whole time. But,
yes, you sure were.
God. Hashtag addict.
So just tips are just don't go to the dentist.
Well, no.
No?
So listen, this is what I would do. I know it's a fear and people get really anxious about it and I can completely understand that. But I would recommend bringing your earbuds and playing music that's comforting to you.
What if they need to know something?
The dentist will tap on your shoulder and you can take the earbud out.
Okay.
It's like when you're on an airplane and when the stewardess comes over and wants to offer you a drink or something like that. So
see, I thought I'd be rude.
I would bring I actually would bring my noise canceling earbuds out too. Honestly, I would, or my earphones. I would. It's not about the dentist, it's about you. Your comfort level, right? I would actually go to a dentist that actually has a proven track record in alleviating anxiety. Yeah, full bar. Yeah. They do have like gentle dentists.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's a problem that you have to say that you're a gentle dentist. Just all be fucking gentle dentists.
Well, that's like saying all leaders have to be nice.
What?
All leaders, right? Oh. So I wouldn't be employed if all leaders were nice.
That's true.
So, no, I would bring music. I like the idea of, if
TV
they would allow it, having
something
on the ceiling, right? That would keep you entertained, right? So it's a puzzle or some kind of cool thing to look at. I love that.
Mine has butterflies, like paper butterflies. And I'm like, you put fucking bugs on the ceiling to calm people down?
She buy them at Target on the clearance rack.
Obviously.
Those fucking butterflies. Oh, God. I would bring with you whatever it is that you need to feel comfortable at home, right? So I actually bring a pillow sometimes to the dentist. I'm not feeling 100%. A little pillow so you can have...
Are you kidding me? You do all this?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Can I go in a onesie? Like a comfortable bathrobe.
Habsy.
Be like, could you do this if I lay down on my stomach?
It's the part that gets me going, though, is that I go to a dentist and the admin part of the office is so incompetent. So I went in for some work. I told you with the fillings things, and they what do you call it? They put the wrong claim in. So I ended up paying $400 more than I should have. Mm-hmm. And so I brought to their attention, I said, you overcharged me. No, we didn't. I go, yeah, you did. No, you didn't. Finally, they admitted, yeah, we did. It's been 2 years now. They still haven't paid me back.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Dead serious.
I'd be there every day.
And they have a sign that says, anybody, what I'm paraphrasing here, but I'll still have a picture. I will post it on Instagram. It's bad attitudes, bitchiness, or people who are just not kind customers get charged a $25 surcharge or something like that.
That's what it says?
Yeah.
That's from you?
And I was like, oh, hell no.
Well, then you should get to charge them money when they're dicks to you.
Well, one time I missed an appointment and they charged me a $25 cancellation fee. And I went and I go, excuse me, but I have been coming here for 2 years now, almost 3 years. And every single time I make an appointment for 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm not seen until at least 9:30, if not 9:45.
I know.
And so if you're going to charge me $25 for the cancellation fee or the no-show fee, I'm going to retroactively charge you for those 45 minutes at every visit.
Listen, I know, I agree that
because their time is not the only important time, right?
I agree.
And it's so one-sided and so disrespectful.
That's a respect level thing. And I know, and a lot of doctors struggle with that, having worked in tons of medical facilities myself. Almost every doctor is always late. You have to almost expect it so that you don't lose your mind over it.
But they want you to be absolutely on time. It's like, are you kidding me?
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
A good rule of thumb is to call about half an hour before you're going to get there and see how on time they are.
They're never going to say, oh, take your time.
Oh, no, they will. They will. A lot of offices will happily tell you that because they don't want to deal with you getting up all in their face telling you that my time's precious too.
Like me or me, like the general population?
I think we both know the answer to that question. But I know, listen, I know we're going to get a lot of people talking about the dentist after this because
I don't know about that.
Oh, I promise you. Hey, the listeners, show me some support. David's being really mean about the dentist.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you, I don't have that fear. I actually,
but you're saying it's stupid to have that fear. Just pop in some earbuds.
One of the only topics that that we've talked about that I'm not like super amped up about, but yeah,
I don't like it. I'm gonna go because I don't want dentures. Although they do seem like really easy, right?
Don't, Kevin. Don't.
Doesn't it though? You just pop it's like popping out contacts, and your teeth always look nice.
Well, listen, I would never judge anybody who has dentures. It's your life. It's your mouth. You do what you want with them. Some people actually were born with degenerative teeth decay, right? They just can't help it. And so there's no alternative for it.
Or meth.
But to me, my teeth are really important to me. And the pain of not having the teeth is actually greater than the pain that you experience getting your tartar, your whatever it's called, plaque scraped off.
Well, if you really cared about your teeth, you would put them on your nightstand and you'd buy like primo dentures.
Do you wear a mouth guard?
No.
Oh, I love a mouth guard.
Like when you sleep?
Oh yeah, I had it made. I had one made in Dubai. It was way cheaper, but it takes about a week to make it. They mold your teeth and then you come back and
I know.
It's so because I'm a teeth grinder at night, obviously for obvious reasons.
Infestation.
Oh no, I put it in Listerine.
Oh.
Or just my martini before I go to bed.
I don't like anything in my mouth at all. In fact, if in my teeth, if something is in between my teeth, like a bit of food, I will not focus on anything but that until
That's why
it's
I hate
gone.
Popcorn.
Oh yeah, I don't like popcorn either. Same thing.
Those little kernels. Oh my god, don't! And it makes me crazy. And you're never eating popcorn where you have floss accessible to you.
Yeah, agreed.
At the theater or a friend's house or a party.
That'd be nice to put one of those little like picks on the side of the bag.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, get with that. National Amusements.
Yeah, revenue idea.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate that feeling.
We should just say copyright. Is that how it works?
Copyright?
Copyright. No one else can steal it.
You can't do that.
That's not how it works.
I'm sure somebody's already thought about this. But yeah, no. But mouth guards are great. If you're a teeth grinder like I am, they are. Don't buy the shitty ones at like CVS or at Walgreens
that you boil.
Yeah. No, you have spend the money. Actually, if your doctor tells your insurance company that it is medically necessary because you could actually do damage to your jaw, then they'll actually cover it. I think.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
A little tip
because they're not cheap. They're like $400 or $500. Those damn things. But I had a great one, but then
so it's an advertisement for mouth guards.
It popped out in the middle of the night, and my dog chewed it and ate it.
Oh my god, that's disgusting!
I woke up with like half a mouth guard in the bed. I was like, oh my god,
that's really fucking gross.
That was my former dog Sophie. But anyways, well, Kevin,
thanks for not supporting me.
I did support you. Bring fucking music and a pillow.
I guess I like to sing along.
You should do it.
Imagine if I choked while I was singing like "Let her go, let her go."
That would be a great little skit. Well, I think you'd be okay.
But listen, guys, give me some support. Send me your dentist stories of what you do to alleviate your anxiety, or
it'd be a great video podcast, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kevin and David at the dentist.
No, it would not.
Hilarious.
You're never uglier than when you're in a dentist chair. They're staring up your nose, looking in your mouth hole. It's gross.
Mouth hole?
Yeah. It's just gross.
Yeah, that is gross.
Hygienists are special people.
Angels.
Yeah. Dentists used to be the #1 suicide rate.
Dentists?
Yeah. The highest suicide rate profession. It might still be.
Why?
It's either lawyers or dentists, because nobody likes them. Nobody likes their dentist except for you.
Well,
I'm telling you, this is way more
they don't
common.
know us before they pick that profession?
Listen, they make a lot of money.
Okay.
So I guess it's like a risk ratio.
Like, I don't feel bad for them. I mean, it wasn't like they picked the profession like, oh, everybody loves dentists. They went to the dentist before they picked the profession. They know that it's not a well-liked
Well, then I don't know why
career.
they're offing themselves. I don't know. It's like, if I have to look at one more molar.
One more bloated tongue. Yeah.
Also, is the tooth fairy not the most fucking terrifying thing we can tell little children?
I can think of worse things.
A
But
flying creature is going to come at night and take your dead skeleton
the
and give
fairy,
you
not a
money.
flying creature. The fairy.
The fairy is a flying creature by definition.
Well, she's just there for the money.
She's stealing your body parts and giving you money.
Oh, God.
It's weird.
Just the fact that you're putting a fucking tooth under your pillow is kind of weird.
I know. How much did you get as a kid?
Well, I'm old. It's like 10 cents, 25 cents.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was the Depression. I forgot.
Yeah. That got me a movie and dinner.
Mine was $1. Kids are getting like...
A dollar bill or a quarter is like 4 quarters.
Sometimes it would be like 2 $half.
Oh.
Yeah.
A dollar per tooth?
And I always was concerned like how she could carry that. Because that's heavy. Like $1 bill is light.
Oh, no. I was on the complete opposite thinking path. I was like, how many teeth can I knock out to get more money?
Now kids are getting like $50
Remember that
a
feeling?
tooth.
I still recall that feeling. You have the loose tooth, you know? How old are you when you lose your teeth? Like 6? 5, 6?
I think it's closer to like 10.
No.
No? Now it's going to be like 8. I don't know.
Right before it fell out, it was like on that last little string, you know, it was like hanging there, it was snapping off. Oh my, I recall that feeling like it was yesterday.
When do kids lose their teeth? I'm Googling it.
Thank God for Google.
Early if they're assholes, am I right? Sock them in the jaw. No.
Oh my God, Kevin.
6 or 7.
Yeah, see? I'm right, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then you lose them again when you're an adult, so it's like full circle.
Dentures.
Don't do it.
I'm getting them like now.
Tomorrow.
Can you do elective dentures?
I actually, oh my God, a million years ago, I dated a guy with dentures, and he was so intimidated to tell me, and I was like, I don't fucking give a shit.
Let's pop those puppies out.
He actually made it more. He actually made it more uncomfortable for me by actually making it uncomfortable. Like, so I was like,
yeah,
like okay. You take your pants off when you go to bed. What was the difference with your teeth?
You're invalidating all of this.
All right. Well, thanks, Kevin, for sharing that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I helped you at all.
Nope.
But, well, when you go to the dentist, bring music and let me know how it goes.
All right. My
Or
music's weird, though.
Don't bring Kesha.
Oh, that'd be good.
Like massage music.
Oh, okay. Like Enya.
Yeah.
And Sade.
Oh,
Yanni.
Oh, God, Yanni.
I don't like Yanni.
No. John Tesh.
Michael Bublé. That'd be nice.
Who's the guy with the clarinet? Kenny G.
Kenny G. Yes. All right, I'm going to try it. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you. There'll be a follow-up episode.
Well, don't forget.
Life's crazy.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Sarah Palin?
Was that Sarah Palin?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know how we got her wrapped up into our podcast, but thanks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Now I'm anxious.
Alaska. Oh, it is first.
Oh my God.
Look
Full
at
circle.
that. Oh my God, I'm
all right.
so good.
On that note.
Yeah.
Bye.
Floss your teeth.
Yeah, you have to floss.
I know. I don't like it.
You can get like gingivitis.
Ginger spiders?
No, gingivitis.
No.
Is it gingivitis?
That sounds like a track.